Arsenal to agree Gabriel Martinelli sale in club record deal. After Mikel Arteta talks, Gunners could have an eventful final week of summer window. Arsenal and Al Hilal are on the verge of agreeing a transfer for Gabriel Martinelli. There has been a growing sense that Martinelli's time at Arsenal is coming to an end after 7 years in North London. The 25-year-old was left out of Mikel Arteta's matchday squad for the Community Shield win over Manchester City and last week's Premier League opener against Coventry. While Martinelli had initially been keen to stay at Arsenal and turned down a move to Turkey amid interest from Galatasaray, honest discussions with manager Arteta over his position in the squad have left the Brazilian more open to leaving. Al Hilal emerged as a serious option, and progress has been made in discussions between the two clubs. Standard Sport understands the two clubs are close to agreeing terms for the player's sale, with an initial fee of £50 million plus add-ons to change hands. Martinelli has been offered a contract that would involve a huge increase on his current €180,000 a week salary. If the deal goes through, as appears increasingly likely, it will represent Arsenal's record sale. As it stands, the £35 million received for selling Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to Liverpool in 2017 is the highest fee Arsenal have brought in for a departing player. Martinelli has been at Arsenal for the entirety of Arteta's reign, signing from Brazilian side Ituano in the summer of 2019 for a fee of around £6 million. He has gone on to score 62 goals for the club and, after several near misses in recent years, played his part in the title-winning campaign last season. Martinelli's exit continues Arsenal's refreshing of their left wing. Leandro Trossard departed earlier this summer for Besiktas, with Christos Tzolis signed as a replacement from Club Brugge. It is not certain that Martinelli will also be directly replaced in the final week of the transfer window. Arsenal had long-term interest in Juventus winger Kenan Yildiz, but he has picked up a foot injury and faces a spell on the sidelines. Julian Alvarez remains the top target, though that is a complicated deal to do, and Arsenal are still waiting for encouragement from his representatives. The Gunners are willing to be ambitious financially if Alvarez does become available to them, as they were with Vinicius Jr. earlier this summer. However, they will not spend big for the sake of it on players that are priced well beyond the club's own valuations. The Gunners are willing to be ambitious financially if Alvarez does become available to them, as they were with Vinicius Jr. earlier this summer. However, they will not spend big for the sake of it on players that are priced well beyond the club's own valuations. Arsenal are in advanced talks with Saudi Arabian club Al Hilal over the sale of Gabriel Martinelli for at least £50 million. The Brazil international, 25, is free to leave the club this summer, with manager Mikel Arteta making it clear the attacker is not in his plans. Discussions between the clubs have intensified in the last 24 hours, with the deal now close. If a final agreement is reached, it will be up to Martinelli, who has already turned down a move to Galatasaray, to decide whether he wants to play in the Saudi Pro League. The wage package Al Hilal are offering is also understood to be significantly more than his reported €180,000 per week deal at Arsenal. Martinelli, who joined Arsenal from Brazilian side Ituano in 2019, has 12 months remaining on his deal at Emirates Stadium. He made 53 appearances in all competitions last season, scoring 11 goals, as the Gunners won the Premier League title. But he was left out of the squad for their league opener against Coventry on Friday, which the Gunners won 3-0. Former Arsenal striker Ian Wright was critical of Arteta's decision to omit Martinelli from the squad, as well as the club's treatment of the forward. "The way Martinelli is being treated at the moment, it really makes me feel uncomfortable," Wright told Sky Sports. "I know they might want him out, and a lot of people might say, yeah, it's time for him to move him on. But there's ways of doing that, and it should suit him as well, how he wants to leave." BBC Sport understands Arteta has made his position clear to Martinelli and explained his reasons why he has been left out of the squad. Al Hilal's interest in Martinelli runs alongside a move for Aston Villa striker Ollie Watkins. The England international did not feature in Aston Villa's opening weekend defeat by Brighton on Sunday, with manager Unai Emery refusing to guarantee the forward would stay at Villa Park.